Leave me alone at this point. I'm minding my business. I don't do anything. I don't say anything. Leave me alone, please. Enough time has gone by where it's valid to leave me alone.
The trolls are becoming too much. It's obviously more than what Hailey can take, and she has to respond. It has not been that easy for her since her marriage to Justin, as Selena's fans keep saying that Justin married her as a means to get back at his ex Selena. One will be tempted to ask, why are people still comparing Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber? Alright, let me paint this picture on your head. Your wedding anniversary happened to clash with a big glitzy party, and you and your husband were invited. But not wanting to miss out on the fun, you let go of a more intimate celebration. Get all dressed up and head out together hand in hand. But the worst happened as you got to the venue. You hear the people around you shouting the first name of your husband's childhood sweetheart, Selena. It sounds strange, right? Yet, it was a reality for Hailey Bieber in September of 2021, as the crowd chanted Selena at her and her husband as they walked the red carpet at the 2021 Met Gala. This was a reference to Selena Gomez, Justin's girlfriend for 8 years before they called it quits at the beginning of 2018. Of course, the Met Gala moment was captured on video, and the footage shows a tearful Hailey being comforted by her husband with a series of "I love you" at his upset wife. No matter how solid your relationship with your husband is, hearing your husband's ex name being chanted by a lot of people will definitely break you, so Hailey's reaction isn't strange at all. And this is not the first time it has happened either. In December of 2020, her husband was forced to publicly defend her after an Instagram troll encouraged people to go after her during an Instagram live she planned. From the look of things, this so-called Jelena fans are not finding it easy to let go, and they are trying to channel their disappointment in an unkind and unpleasant way, which Hailey bears the brunt as the woman who replaced Selena in Justin's heart. This uncalled comparison is similar to the Jennifer versus Angelina narrative that came up when Brad Pitt split with Jennifer Aniston, who was his wife for 5 years after he met Angelina Jolie during the filming of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. These two women were pitched against themselves by the media. LA boutique Kitston didn't want to waste time to produce Team Jolie and Team Aniston t-shirts in the wake of the split, worn by people like Paris and Nikki Holton. While Brad, who was in the middle of this love triangle, was left out of the narrative, the women left behind were involved to suffer media attention around what had happened. I know you would think we might be past that in recent years and has made headways in supporting and raising up other women. Well, you may be wrong, because this relentless effort from fans and putting Selena and Hailey against one another simply means that history is repeating itself again, in a more modern way on social media rather than on tabloids' headlines. But then, why are fans tearing themselves apart? These two women have shown public solidarity towards one another, with Hailey liking several of Selena's Instagram posts. Selena, who has also acknowledged the unpleasant tension in an Instagram live, told her fans that she does not stand for women tearing down women. Recently, Hailey Bieber has set major boundaries for herself after receiving several unkind comments from the fan of Justin Bieber's ex, Selena Gomez. Leave me alone at this point. I'm minding my own business. I didn't do anything. I didn't say anything. Leave me alone, please. Enough time has gone by where it's valid to leave me alone. I beg of you. Truly, that's my only request. Be miserable somewhere else, please, Hailey replied. You may be wondering who Hailey was referring to in her angry post. She didn't waste time to tell them that the post was for those guys in her comments section each time she makes a post. Previously, Hailey has clapped back after being accused of shading Selena Gomez. Fans questioned her in 2019 when she was taking a dig at Disney alum when she shared a screenshot of Summer Walker and Jhené Aiko's song, "I'll Kill You," shortly after Gomez released "Lose You to Love Me." "Please stop with this nonsense. There's no response," Hailey replied to them. From all indications, it is Selena's fans trying to cause problems between the two. Selena on her own part has not stopped defending Hailey. Hailey thinks Selena is talented by liking photos of Selena, whether it be glam shots or ones that her friends post on Instagram. This is her own way of showing that there's no hard feelings and trying to make peace and show her support for Selena in a low-key yet public way. It is more than 2 years after Hailey and Justin got married, yet fans are still not accepting the fact that Justin is a married man and has moved on from his past love. One particular incident that stands out happened in December of 2020, when a fan trolled her and told her how Selena was better. BuzzFeed reported. Heartbreaking, right? This is one of the numerous online harassment tags Hailey has to face since tying the knot with Canadian singer Justin. However, Justin has never failed to fiercely defend Hailey, his wife, who had been constantly a victim of constant trolling and criticism ever since exchanging marital vows, and even before that. The supermodel, who was linked in the past to her now hubby between 2015 and 2016, while Justin and Selena were on break, recently opened up about the ordeal in a talk with psychiatrist Dr. Jessica Clemens on Hailey's YouTube channel. After getting married especially, it really opened me up to this new kind of level of attention. I think one of the biggest things I struggled with for sure was the comparison aspect. A body comparison, behavior comparison, Hailey said. I think when you're going through a situation where you just have so many people hounding you with the same thing over and over again, it starts to mess with your mind, and then you start to question everything, Hailey continued. According to her, things got so bad she had to delete her Twitter account because of all the abusive comments being thrown at her. She even went as far as to limiting the time she spends on social media by staying off of Instagram during the weekdays. I don't even have a Twitter anymore, because there was never really a time I'd go on there that didn't feel like a very toxic environment. The thought of even opening up the app gives me such bad anxiety that I feel like I'm going to throw up, Hailey told Dr. Clemens. As expected, Selena, who now lives a low-profile life, has not said anything about Justin and his wife Hailey, not when they got engaged, not when they got married in September last year. It's more than a year since all of these happened, but no word about it from her is concerning. The last thing she posted about Justin on Instagram was her birthday tribute to him on March 1st, 2018. They were dating then, and the post was the only Instagram confirmation she gave at all of their final fall union. Selena left her only Justin post up to just last year before she quietly deleted it, and people saw it as her clearest statement on Justin since his marriage to Hailey. She wants no trace of him on her Instagram. According to a source, Justin and Hailey's wedding was a difficult pill for Selena to swallow, but it wasn't enough to break her. When Justin and Hailey initially got engaged, a lot of sources talked to tabloids, clearly stating that Selena was unbothered by Hailey and Justin's engagement and wished them well. Selena knows that Justin makes rash decisions, but wishes them both the best, the source said. The source equally went on to say that Selena is truly focused on herself, and Justin is no longer a topic of conversation in her life. Entertainment Today reported in 2018 that Selena's friends were not huge fans of Justin. Selena is such a catch, and her friends want her to be with someone who's worthy of her. They don't like Justin and her together. He didn't appreciate what he had in her, Entertainment Today reports. While Selena hasn't said anything yet, Justin made headlines just talking about her in April. As time goes on, hopefully fans will realize that their truest way to show loyalty to Selena, Justin, and Hailey is to honor that wish. Well, that's it for today's video. How long will Hailey fight those throwing abusive comments on her? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to never miss out on the best, juicy, and insane celebrity news. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.